Hello, my beautiful Taurus. This is a reading for all Taurus placements of Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. My name is Melissa. Welcome to my channel. In the description box below, you'll see a ton of links, some to my social media, some to my website for my physical store, which is Lady Magdalene's Mercantile. The crystal that I picked for you today is pyrite. Pyrite is a gorgeous stone. It's gold and sparkly, just like our Taurus like it, right? And I highly recommend you get it during this time. It has an incredible power to kind of ground you during this time of chaos. It also helps you think positive in terms of money, stability, and what's moving forward. I know I have I've had like 7 pieces on me at any given time, and then I've got it all over my house too. So that being said, this is a maiden, matron, and crone reading. It's a little different, and it's a summer solstice urgent message reading. All right, so let's look at your first card here. Give love. So this is your maiden card. I've never seen this one, but it is so adorable. So this is basically saying, okay, look at them. They're almost like in a moon circle, and they're like joining together as one in terms of like a friendship and working together. So I do believe, Taurus, that you are meant to be working in groups and really living out your passion, regardless of if it makes sense or not. I think the further you dive into helping out others, the further you dive into your own personal joy, okay? So that, and really like that whole maiden phase is really about an abundant joy, and it's also about freedom, right? The more we can find freedom over the next 6 to 9 months, the more happy we will be, okay? So let's pull some supportive cards. I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot, and I'm supporting it. Those are Everyday Witch Oracle cards, which I think are so cute. One more. I can feel it. One more, just for you, Taurus. There you go. All right. 3 cards. 2 of Swords. 6 of Cups. 3 of Swords. Okay. So I feel like with your maiden stage, we have the 2 of Swords first. So you're going to need to make some decisions here, Taurus. Some super duper decisions. And they're supported by the Crow and your familiar. And really, this is going to tell you that no decision you make is going to be wrong. It's actually going to be therapeutic and supportive for you, okay? The next is the 6 of Cups. So you might be looking back in the past and feeling a little nostalgic about some things regarding your own, and I'm just saying from my own experience, like you might be looking back and saying, oh, I need to go back to that job. No, you don't. You do not need to go back to that job. Some of us can go back if we can perform it a different way. I know for myself, I can't perform it a different way. It's far too advanced now for me. And, but you really need to kind of think about what your next step is, because it does say, you know, you're kind of on a time clock here with the 3 of Swords, okay? And I feel like there was some heartbreak there too. You might have some heartbreak here in the possibility of switching things up and making your decision, and that's okay. Like, we're supposed to have a little bit of heartbreak from time to time because it helps us kind of open up. Whenever we have heartbreaks, we let go of things, and then we get new to come in. So sometimes you got to have a little bit of a heartbreak to create the next part of your life, right? Right. All right, coming into the mother phase. Prayers and wishes. I love this. So this card is telling us that we really need to focus on what we want. How do we want our life to look like? She's tossing the coin into the well, and there's birds and her cats. There's dragonflies, which are beautiful. That is a beautiful sign of luck. And you're about to get, I feel like, a change that's going to be really, really beautiful. Let me see where I can find the prayers and wishes card, because I feel like we need to read 7. Communication. Okay, so this is for the air sign. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This is thoughts and words. I feel like this is us. We need to communicate what we want in our wishes. A spell is very much like a prayer. It is a way to send your hopes and thoughts and wishes and worries out into the universe to gain the attention of a deity with the power of help. Sometimes prayers are just general wishes. Please make this better. I wish I had more money if I only could find love. Sometimes they are addressed to a particular god or goddess, or to the universal powers that be. No matter how you look at them, we all have moments when no matter what form they take, we need to put out a prayer or a wish and hope for answer. So your action is to think about what you really need or want in your life, not that the little things, but the stuff that is really important to you. And then, as many of us did when we were children, wait for the first star to rise in the night sky and send your wish out with all your energy, saying, "Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight, wish I may, wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight." And if you get this card, it may be telling you it's time to ask for help from a greater source. Or perhaps it is a hint that you should put more energy behind your prayers and wishes that really matter to you and start working and making those happen. So the magic of it is a spell, a kind prayer, then putting your prayers and wishes into a spell that make it perfect. I pray for dreams and wishes come true, for help from the gods above. I ask that wishes old and new with perfect trust and love. I really, really love that. So when you're asking for something, it's really important to kind of seal it in, basically, when you're asking for help. So I love that for you, Taurus. Let's pull a few supportive cards. Ace of Swords. I think when this happens, you're definitely going to get a clear answer from Goddess, Spirit, God. You're going to get a very clear answer when you do this. And you're going to get a new start. Okay? There's going to be a new start here for you. And it's going to be awesome. And the Seven of Wands. There's going to be some resistance. Just hold your ground. I think, having the resistance there, it's important for you to fight for what you want. And I think sometimes we get lazy and we don't fight for what we want. We don't want to fight. We've been fighting our whole lives, right? So I feel like this is a need for you to fight for what you want. So really get a plan and stick to it, Taurus. I'm talking to myself now. All right, fine. Go with the flow. So this beautiful witch is going with the flow in her canoe down the road. You can see she's coming from the obstacle back here. The mountains are always obstacles, okay? So she's coming from an obstacle to this lush green place into calmer waters, okay? And I think sometimes we do have to, we straddle not having a plan and having a plan and going with the flow, but also knowing, like, when we go with the flow, sometimes things come up that we need to have a plan for in case something comes up. So I think that's something that we struggle with sometimes. There are 4 stars there, which tells me there is some stability in this go with the flow. Speaking of the star, we have the Aquarius. So have a little bit of hope, okay? Make sure you're connecting, but have a little bit of hope. And water the seeds you have planted. 9 of Pentacles tells me your wishes are about to come true. This is in your crone phase and really using your intuition and what feels right. So I think there's times when we as Taurus, because we plant our hooves, we cause our own resistance and we cause our own failure by our resistance. Resisting change, resisting new, resisting a transformation. And this is basically saying, hold your ground with your personal ideals and your situation and what you truly want in this life, and understand that in the next phase, or after the decision is made, like, you're just going to have to go with the flow. Always have a plan, but really just kind of lean into it. We need to focus more on leaning into our feelings and leaning into our intuition versus trying to make everything work according to the plan, if that makes sense. I'm gonna pull 3 more because throat chakra. Let's see if we can get some to jump out. All right. 6 of Pentacles, abundance is on the way for sure because you've been giving as much as you need to receive. 5 of Wands, been fighting your passions. 4 of Swords, fighting your rest and relaxation. So yeah, you're gonna get an abundance and you're gonna have the same struggles. Even if you had all the money in the world, you will still have the same struggles, Taurus. So make sure you get a plan to deal with those struggles, all right? Thank you so much, and I look forward to chatting with you in a couple of weeks. Again, if you want a personal reading, please get in my inbox. If you'd like to leave a tip, I have Enchanting Little Soul, which is my cash app. And if you want a pyrite, get on my website. Talk to you later. Toodaloo.